We are here celebrating our 2K TV wrap party, and we're going to head into the Triple Threat Park today with two members of Team 2K TV, Danny and John, and one community member, Ebans. Welcome back to 2K TV. We are so excited to have you on the show. Once again, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me back.
In Triple Threat, you can pick your card. So which card and player are you using today? Because this is going to be a good one.
I'm gonna be using Invincible LaMelo Ball. That's definitely my favorite card that's came out all year.
So I'll be running with Invincible Giannis, so I can help with any of the other skills that need taken care of in this game.
And I just want no excuses, so I'm running Invincible Wemby.
Let's look at our opponents here. Who do we got? Paul George. Ooh, Kawhi. That's going to be a good defensive team, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Shy. But yeah.
Okay, this is the first time I've ever seen John make a three. Normally he just stands under the basket. Okay, John.
Up next, the Timberwolves take it on the Bulls. For Minnesota, the first half of this season was about putting the league on notice. They've sent a clear message that they are not slowing down anytime soon. Bulls, T-Wolves, up next. Hello from 2K Sports. We're honoring diversity and culture tonight with the NBA celebration of Noche Latina. This is Brian Anderson. And to look at Minnesota's opening lineup, we've got Julius Randle. MP is out there with Dillingham. Then there's Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for Chicago, Kobe White out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 spot. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. White against MP. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Portis. To the paint. Here's White. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Randle, pass to MP. That's it. Coming off an assist from Randle.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at me.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain triple and I said, I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Randle. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, nice play by Randle. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
White against MP. White looking it over. And the powerful one-handed slam.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Out to the right wing. Randle inside. Defended by Portis. And Randle the bucket on the assist from Dillingham.
And anytime there's contact in there with Randle, he usually gets the best of it.
MP with the block. To the inside. Portis with the steal. Dosunmu with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Pass to Murray. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. White for 3. White missing again.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
First personal foul. First team foul.
At the top of the list for
Shooting for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards.
Fans sprinkled in every
2 shots.
shooting 2.
They throw good, Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays.
He does not get the second one. You know, from the 2020 bubble to late 2021, Zach Collins didn't play a single game. He missed over a year, Richard.
Yeah, underwent ankle surgery, missing a ton of games. Despite that, Zach's come back stronger, really improving all aspects of his game.
Inside, here's MP. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
DeSumo, and he makes no mistake.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Yeah, and Gobert's teammates encourage him to seek out his offense, especially when he's this deep.
Down low. Here's White. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Pass to MP. Great D that time from Murray. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Sumu, right side. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's MP. Good work defensively by White. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Inside, Randall with a steal. Edwards with it. DeSumo picks him up. Pass to Dillingham. It's hauled in by Portis.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
White with it. Back to Murray. And here's DeSumo. Fires the 3. Counted from distance. DeSumu's got 9.
He's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
White against MP. Outside Edwards. No good. Excellent D there from Collins. Chicago leading by 3. To the paint. Portis' shot is off.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
MP, the pass to Randall. The floater. Yep, that one goes.
Julius Randle.
He has 6.
Yeah, pretty lefty shot by Randall. I just love a good teardrop.
And the Bulls call time here. The second half of the season is heating up, Richard. Starts to feel like a foot race to the finish right now.
BA, it's a sprint, but it's also a marathon. Each game is a battle for position. If you want to make a real run, you can never stop running.
For Chicago, who's Ellis checked in for Collins. Williams comes in for DeSumo. And Moore subbed in for White. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Hachimura's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist by Portis.
A bigger point guard is 6'4". Murray has no issue scoring inside.
MP looking around. 3-pointer. And again for 3.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Up the charts he climbs. Now tied for 3rd all-time for 3s in a season. Absolutely amazing. Murray, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. And a a fast break now for the Bulls. Out left to the wing. Portis down low. MP's there. Portis. Hachimura with a rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And here's MP from outside. Here's Randall. Goes up again. Can't capitalize inside. For Chicago, they've got 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Here's Moore. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Murray. Hachimura with the defensive effort. Minnesota's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Randall. Banked it in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And his ability to efficiently score that's really helped them out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Murray passes to Moore.
Minnesota foul. Number 11.
Ball. And Ball will bring it up here for the Chicago Bulls. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
They've got Lonzo Ball. DeSumo is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Collins in at the center
Number
position.
11.
That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Man, I love that turnaround jumper. What a tough shot to defend.
Ball finds Collins. Ball right side. DeSumo on the wing. No good from outside.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Bulls. White's got his 4th rebound in this one. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. All outside. The 3. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
MP shot is off.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Pass to Buzelis. The kick out to Ball. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Out on his own on the break. And down it goes. 2 points.
Great
Assist
teamwork
from
on that drive.
Number 11.
Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's Collins. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Okogie. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Ball passes to DeSumo. Outside White. Driving to the basket. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He finished with 60 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He has that star impact on a game that can't be replicated. Unless he can do it again tonight, that is. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Ball left side. Wide open. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Sunmu's got 11 points.
From
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Edwards. Edwards driving, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Second personal
Everyone's
foul.
working here. Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Yeah, I also like how they've immediately gotten out in transition. They came to run, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
Chicago making a switch here. Murray's checked in. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Graham.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference. You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
MP, that was good.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
The Bulls trail by 14. Murray for three. On target from range. Murray's got his second bucket.
Murray works extremely hard on his game and has put in a lot of time trying to become one of the more consistent players from long range.
MP no good. And so Murray will bring it up for the Bulls. Here's Buzelis over Edwards. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Minnesota leading by 11. MP, the pass to Okogie. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
Assist goes to
MP's got 3 assists now in this one. Chicago has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Murray for 3. Passing pulls it in.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Okogie, the pass to MP. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting for Minnesota. Number 11. Taking 2 shots.
And he drops it first. Williams is checked in for Chicago. Hachimura is checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Okogie. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Graham.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We don't love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who keeps things moving.
Quality offensive player.
From deep, MP connects again from distance.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for 3rd most made threes in a season. Beyond the arc. The shot by Buzelis is no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And here's MP from outside. Here's Gobert. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. The kick out to Williams. Sinks the tray. Williams has got 6.
He can really stretch it. You have to keep better tabs on him.
MP finds Hachimura. MP outside. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls trail by 12. Isumu outside. Pass to Murray. Six to shoot. Williams passes to Murray. Fires for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. MP outside. Jacks up at 3. They get it back. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Pass to White. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching. Having your players focused.
Here's Buzelis. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to MP. Some solid defense from Williams. The Bulls trail by 16. White to pass to Murray. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is something that we've seen Murray continue to work on over the years. His three-point shot has improved every year.
MP against White. Goes up. And the basket by MP. MP's got 25 points.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
To the middle. Here's DeSumo. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. The Timberwolves lead by 15. Pass to MP. There's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. 28 points for him.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Outside White. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right.
Now look, he is a solid distributor.
Timeout
Murray is
call for
gifted at
Minnesota.
finding his teammates pretty much in any spot on the floor.
Timeout call, the Timberwolves.
Make
They
it
grab
long
DeJounte Murray,
for
a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, BA. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts at that.
Minnesota Timberwolves.
Our loudest fans are getting T-shirts. Who wants one? That's the end of the first half with the score. The Bulls 46. The Timberwolves 63.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's Murray. On the court for Minnesota. They've got MP, Julius Randle out there with Edwards. Then there's Dillingham. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Now here's DeSumo. Not a lot of room. White. Good.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
To the inside. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to DeSumo. Outside White. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's Gobert. Collins with the defensive effort.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses, then he was settling quick.
Here's White. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. White's got 18 points in the game.
The growth of Murray continues to impress me, especially watching him dish it like that right there.
Pass to Dillingham. From deep, MP. And it's DeSumo with the rebound.
Is it possible to press too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Now here's MP. Lets it fly. Minnesota again missing.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of grounding. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
He hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's how he lost this one.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
Teams that really hustled for those second chance looks the last 10 games. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Well, you love the attack mindset on the glass. They've imposed their will physically.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to MP. whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That was on Zach Collins.
First team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, number 11, taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for MP. Chicago with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. White against MP. Outside Murray. Offline with a 3.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
And it's good.
Dillingham.
2 points.
Assisted
Dillingham's
by
got his first bucket in this
number
one.
11.
Quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Outside White. Murray. MP with the block. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Bulls
Ellison
basketball.
checked in for Portis. And the
Substitution on the
Timberwolves also
court.
making a change. Bassey's checked in. Dosunmu for 3. He buries it from 3. Dosunmu's got 14.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
MP, the pass to Edwards. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
Up top, Collins. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Dosunmu can't hit. The Timberwolves lead by 9. And here's Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. From deep, MP knocks down the long
Number
J.
11.
MP's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
It's fun to watch a crafty player like DeJounte Murray who uses a blend of
Second
speed
personal
and
foul.
smarts to make
First team
trouble on
foul.
both ends of the floor.
And this will be his
At the
third and
line
fourth
for
free
2,
throws of the game here.
DeJounte Murray.
First free throw is good. And Murray drops them both. Here's Dillingham. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. MP shot is off. And it's Collins with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 10. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. MP with it. Checked by Murray. Shoots. MP shot is off. The Bulls have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Rebound Minnesota. They led by as many as 18.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect
Number
that hustle.
11.
Yep, count it.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Murray passes to Dosunmu. Here's White. He can't hit that time. Randall with some nice D. MP outside. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 3 assists in the game.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Pass to Collins. Back to White. Here's Buzelis. He's got 6. And they'll get another chance. Dosunmu, the pass to White. Over MP. And he connects with a jumper. White's got 13 in the second half.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
MP outside. Launches it. And another three from Minnesota.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Bulls trail by 14. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the
all right, fans, the loudest section in here
roster spot
right
has
now
never been deeper. So
T-shirts.
there's plenty of talent to go around.
For Chicago, Williams is checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Patrick Williams out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. More and more we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Here's Dosunmu. Oh, MP with a block. Buried from 15 feet out. MP's got 44. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break. Working as a team for easy opportunities.
And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Wiseman, he's checked in for Collins. Anderson comes in for Williams. Herter's checked in for Dosunmu. And Terry's subbed in for White. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Okogie's checked in. All right, time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to talk with Chicago's head athletic trainer about his status. He told me that it's a pinched shoulder nerve. And right now, he has lost all range of motion in his arm. It's a blow to a team that was hoping to be healthy coming down the stretch. Looks like their depth will be tested now.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Hoping to see him back on the court soon, guys.
They really hope to have him back, but it's so crucial that he's healthy when he returns.
Here's MP. And he lays it in on the break. MP's got 46.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Outside, Anderson. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Murray from outside. And again, Chicago, no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
MP, no good. The Bulls have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Oh, MP with a block.
Out of
Ball
bounds.
goes out of bounds. Last touch by
Remains
MP.
Chicago ball.
It's Herter on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
As the game has gone on, they've had trouble protecting the rock.
The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. A deep 3 from MP. The quick look, no good that time.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Pass to Terry. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. MP against Herter. A deep 3 from MP. Here's Gobert. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Murray passes to Terry. You know, for a while now, the NBA has done a last 2 minutes report on games. Richard, how do you think the players feel about this?
I can tell you how I feel. I don't like the 2-minute report. I think it does absolutely
Third personal foul.
to help the basketball game.
Second team
Guys
foul.
are frustrated. They need to move on.
Shooting
if they
for
walk
Minnesota.
into the next game worried about the
Josh. Substitution on the court. At the line for the Bulls, Ayo Dosunmu.
What's up?
One shot.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking
Number
for them.
11.
Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And another victory added to their resume. This will be their 53rd win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
He limited the opposing offense's impact as well with some superb defense, finding lots of chances to knock away shots.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Timberwolves ball.
It's been all Timberwolves. MP outside. From deep. Offensive rebound. Bassey. The putback. It's good on the
Charles
putback.
Bassey.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And again, it's Chicago with a three.
Wendell Moore.
17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's MP from outside. Hits yet again.
Number
Wow.
11. 3
That's
points.
52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Now ball. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W
That's the
here.
end of the game.
This one wasn't even close. The hometown
We
crowd was
appreciate
waiting
you all
for a
for
miracle
coming out
that
and
never
showing your
came.
support here tonight.
And this team
Please
was
get home
consistent
safe,
throughout.
and we will
They
see
met
you
every
again soon.
challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. Had to do it to him, yeah, had to do it to him. Hey.
There is something else seeing someone who knows what they're doing and dribbling with a medal like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community run with when you're out here playing?
A lot of Tim Duncan. I think he's one of the best level 40 rewards just because he had on every 6'11". A lot of people run Beasley, Gary Payton, those cards with the fast shots.
Oh yeah, that's
I went to your corner, my bad. Here you go.
Take that.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Welcome to 2K Sport. basketball for you. I'm Brett. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's MP in at the point guard position. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Williams is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then it's Bones Highland. And it's Miller in at the 2. What do you think of the possibility of the All-Star game changing its format to be USA versus the world, Clark?
I would love anything that would help the All-Star game be a little bit more competitive, BA. I love the showmanship. I like the entertainment value, but I want to see some real hooping, too. So if we could do that in whatever format, I'm all for it. Sign me up right now.
Now here's Highland. Pass to Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Simply brushing off the contact. Williams staying focused on the business at hand.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And MP throws it down hard.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce.
Tough move by Miller, having to absorb the foul while taking his shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good for Miller.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Miller stepping to the line with 2 shots.
Miller hits them both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Here's MP. Claxton with the block. Thomas outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. MP with it. Claxton picks him up. MP against Claxton. MP shot is good.
Well, it's nice to see young guys like McDaniels come onto the floor and make the right play.
To the middle. Here's Highland. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's MP. Soft touch off the glass. MP's got 7 points in the game.
You know, so far he's been dominant. This period, making the most of his opportunities.
Highland, the pass to Claxton. Pass to Miller. Lets a floater go. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Randle. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Bones Highland.
Powerful move that time by Randle.
One for the Timberwolves.
He'll go to the free throw line.
Randle shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Randle. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
MP is doubled. Randall outside. Over to the left wing. Gobert finds MP. The three is up. Claxton with a rebound. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Edwards can't hit. Miller with it. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Inside.
Tipped. Well, you can't go up weak against Randall, otherwise he's going to block it.
Edwards, a pass to MP. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Bones Highland.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Highland.
First personal foul. Team second.
Edwards against Miller. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. The shot off that time. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
The Timberwolves lead by 4. Here's Randall. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
And here's Porter outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first hit.
Defensively, have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
MP inside. He's guarded by Porter. MP shot is off. Porter looks it over. On the take. Here's Williams. Thomas outside. And the 3 off target. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. From deep, MP. The rebound by the Nets.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Miller. Thomas outside. Over McDaniels. Here's Claxton. And another shot. And it's good on the lay-in.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
MP against Porter. From deep, MP. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Timeout called. Brooklyn, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new pair. Lopez, he's checked in for Claxton. Fox comes in for Williams. Shepard, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Wallace in for Miller. Wallace outside. Pass to Shepard. The floater. The shot, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Porter with it. And the Nets miss again.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Wallace left side. And they get it. Another shot. The rebound by Shannon. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Pass to Dillingham. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Wallace. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Basket counts.
Julius Randle.
And it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Bassey, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
Here's Wallace. Still without a bucket. Here's the floater. And it's laid up and in by Porter.
Beautiful teardrop from Porter Jr. That's really tough to stop.
Here's MP. Shannon rebounded by Fox. Nets trail by 10. To the paint. Here's Shepherd. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Number 11. Shooting 2.
That one misses. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from deep.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Here's the 3. Bassey pulls it in. Minnesota leading by 9. Lopez with the steal. Porter with it. Now guarded by MP. With the 10-footer. Porter's shot is off.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
From deep, MP. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Bassey, good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Fox up top. Down low. Here's Porter. Ooh, good finish to the rack. Porter's got 7.
A flat-out bucket getter. Porter Jr. is a scorer who will hurt you all over the floor.
Here's MP. Off with the layup.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
For 3.
Timberwolves foul. Charles Bassey. First personal foul.
Minnesota making a change here.
Substitutions on the court.
Emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears,
Fires from deep.
emoji happy tears,
Gets the 3
emoji
to
happy
fall.
tears.
18 points for him.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
On the court for the Timberwolves. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's MP in at the point guard position. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Bulls was tremendous. He contributed 52 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. A legendary performance that will be talked about for years to come, unless he's able to do it again tonight. Brian?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
It's Edwards on the wing.
Over Miller.
Edwards gets the bucket. Edwards has got his first basket.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
Thomas drives in, and it's good. First lead shot in 4 attempts.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Pulls it. They grab their own miss. Rejected by Claxton. To the middle. Here's Highland. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Highland's got 8.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Thomas against McDaniels. Here's Gobert. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Claxton. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense. Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
MP no good. The Nets have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Thomas, that's good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Timeout called the Timberwolves. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up low. And all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack.
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, B.A. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play. Trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
Here's Randall. Claxton with the block. And here's Thomas. Last game we saw him with 32 points. And it's Highland. That time on the assist by Thomas. Now it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Nets.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Pass to Thomas. Back to Highland. Just 5 to shoot. It's blocked by Gobert.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
A chance here to compare the front court and the back court scoring on the night for the Nets.
It's been their guards who have really carried the weight offensively. They'd appreciate some more production out of their front court, but for now, their backcourt has kept them in it.
The free throw drops for Randall. Randall drops them both.
Here in the second, at least from the line, they're perfect. Hopefully that gets them going in other areas as well.
Pass to Thomas. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, my. That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Here's MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton.
Basketball.
MP, the pass to Randall. Now MP from the arc. Brooklyn pulls it in. Miller's got 4 rebounds now.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Highland against MP. Over MP. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Fires the 3. Drains the triple.
Number 11.
MP's got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, the defense locked so much into Edwards that it creates opportunities for others.
Timeout called, the Nets.
They've already committed enough fouls to be in the penalty. Not good. They need to concentrate on playing good defense without fouling.
We got some t-shirts for the loudest, craziest, most exciting fans in the building.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Lopez, he's checked in for
substitution.
Porter getting it done for the Nets. 25
The score, Brooklyn 70. The Timberwolves 56. And your next youth team.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Kevin Porter displaying his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out.
They got Bones Highland. Grant Williams out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Miller. And it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Nets 5. MP shot is good.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Brooklyn leading by 15. Now Miller. Pass to Williams. To the paint. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Williams likes to keep his options open. He'll find a teammate if he has a better look.
Grant Williams, a bit of a jack-of-all-trades, Clark. He always provides a spark.
Yeah, he's an ideal guy to have in your rotation, whether he's starting or coming off the bench, because he gives you a lot of positive production at both ends, and he can get under the skin of the opponent, too, which isn't always a bad thing. Gives you everything he has and fits in nicely with whatever role you give him.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Oh, D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Edwards, a pass to MP. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. MP's got 30 points.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
It's stolen by MP. Shoots from the line. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Brooklyn leading by 12. Highland looking for an opening. Pass to Claxton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Here's Edwards. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by MP. Edwards, a pass to MP. Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. MP outside. Shot clock at 5. From behind the arc. Good! Another from 3.
His shooting has been something that we rarely see, and he's sustained it all year long.
Wow, what a ride he is on as he closes in on second place on the single-season three-point leaderboard. Tips it. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's MP. And he converts the layup. MP's got 10 points here in the second half.
Rising to the challenge. He's giving them everything he's got.
It's stolen by MP. The 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT. But PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Right?
Allie, thanks. For the tie. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Nets leading by 3. Here's Highland with the drive. Good. And that basket makes it 8 for 14 for the game.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Here's MP. Not going to go that time. And Williams has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
Timberwolves trail by 7. MP outside. Randall against Williams. Edwards, a pass to MP. Offensive rebound. Gobert. The layup off target. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Adjustments are part of every game. In every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Hoagie's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And since the All-Star break, here are the teams playing at the fastest pace. The Timberwolves second.
Here's a team that is not being slowed down by the long NBA season. They've been looking to push the ball every chance they can get.
Now here's Highland. He's got 19. Miller outside. Pass to Thomas. That one drops for him. Thomas has got 12 points.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. And here's MP. Outside McDaniels. Back to MP. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. MP's got 41.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Miller. There's the drive. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
From number 11.
Nets leading by 4. Here's Highland. And it's all from three-point range. Minnesota has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Okogie pass to MP. That 3's off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Highland with it. He's got 19. It's stolen by MP. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's McDaniels. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Now just a 2-point Nets lead.
basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniel.
Up again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Pass to Okogie. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Highland. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Highland's got 9 points now in the quarter. And Minnesota calls time here.
Who wants a t-shirt right about now? That's right, fans. It's time to make some noise.
So Brooklyn ends up. Nets trail by 4. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. They've got MP Edwards out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Dillingham in at the 1.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
That one's good from Hachimura on the assist by MP. MP's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. To the inside. Corner. It's blocked. They retain possession. Here's MP. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. MP's got 18 points now here in the second half. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Minnesota.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Launches the 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Miller on the wing. Here's Porter. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Clark Hachimura has always been a monster with strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does. He has an ample frame, BA, and working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer. Yeah, you could sum up Rui Hachimura by calling him a pro's pro, a hard worker, and a guy that just continues to add value to his team.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Highland's checked in. Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Not perfect, but does the important work to make it a 2-possession game.
Throws it up high.
Miller going upstairs. He loves to make the crowd say, ooh, ooh.
The Timberwolves lead by 3. Here's MP. There's the drive. Rejected by Claxton. Hachimura, the pass to Randall. MP with it. Second chance shot. And here's Miller. Inside. Back to Thomas. To tie it up. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. MP, the pass to Hachimura. Back to MP. Randall, left side. Pass to MP. Clock at 6. On the wing, MP. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple. MP's got 46.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind. Close this game out.
And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Substitution. Rudy Gobert.
Here's Miller. Outside, Williams. Miller on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
He's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
From deep, MP. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thomas has got 4 rebounds in the game. Brooklyn trailing. It's stolen by MP. The teardrop. And he lays it in.
Josh Okogie.
Okogie's got his first 2 points.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
Miller, the pass to Williams. Randall deciding where to go with it. And here's MP from outside. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Highland. Oh, and makes it with a kiss. Highland's got 11 in the second half.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Here's Edwards. Great D that time from Miller. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Timeout call, the Timberwolves.
And something fans don't always get to see some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Minnesota's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. And here's MP from outside. Brooklyn with the board.
Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
The Timberwolves trail. Edwards, a pass to MP. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
Excellent defensive instincts gets Williams there for the block.
Pass to Claxton. Uses the glass on the layup. Claxton's got 4 points now in the quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
Miller outside. MP against Highland. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Miller. 5 to shoot. Tries again. They get it again. And Claxton throws it down. And he's now got the double-double.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way. Got his reward at the end.
The officials were right on top of that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. You got to play without foul.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Brooklyn. The Timberwolves also with a sub. McDaniels checked in. Pass to Highland. From 8 feet away, Lopez. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. McDaniels passes to MP. Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes it difficult to defend. Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Timeout call, Brooklyn.
And they got to refocus. Too many careless turnovers will kill your momentum.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
This is special. we are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordy Fernandez's huddle. He lit into them over their transition defense. He said, quote, enough is enough. Get back on D. We have to slow them down. The discrepancy in fast break points is eating at him. We'll see how they respond.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Williams against Randall. And Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Brooklyn basketball.
Four on the clock. Goes up at the elbow.
With quick feet and excellent lift and competitive spirit, McDaniels a lockdown defender.
MP shot is off.
It's impressive how they've overcome this cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Highland. And the layup is good. Highland's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
MP outside. MP's double. Back to Edwards. MP outside to the wing on the left. 4-3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Gobert. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to Randall. Back to MP. Tipped away. Randall finds MP. They shoot again. He got it again. Sensational.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Now Lopez to the left wing. Now Thomas. Counted. Now 8-13 with that basket.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one. And that gives him a lead. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Lopez. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Pass to Highland. Lets it go from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game. MP. And he sinks it.
It's great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
MP against Highland. Over MP. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. 14 foul.
First free throw is good. And that puts him up 5.
Number 11.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop. This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession.
And the Nets miss again.
Well, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way.
Oh, man. Oh,
punch that was.
Bad intentions.
Julius Randle.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 7. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And Brooklyn with possession here. 7-point differential.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And here's Shepard for three. It's off. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
As always, thank you
the
so much
visiting
for
team
playing
is
us
always
today.
under some
We'll
added
have fun.
pressure,
We can't
but
wait
they
to
made
see
it
you
work
once
and got
again
the
very
win,
soon.
whatever the margin may have been.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, that's what's
Wow.
Ooh, now it's not comfortable.
This Paul George is moving too. Current level 48.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those moves, man. 5. Finish.
Good take.
Big D, no threes.
No threes.
Boom corner.
Help.
Good stuff.
Down. Yep, no threes.
Good.
Switch on screen? Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I'm down.
1 second.
That's fine. Ooh,
Man,
that was a tough
dude,
shot.
dude.
That was a tough shot. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Game
shot!
There you go.
That was nasty.
A shot only fit for a king of the court. Let me tell you that, ladies and gentlemen. That was disgusting. E-Bands, congratulations.
Let's meet the starters for the Boston Celtics. Starting at point guard, 6'4", number 4, Drew Holiday. At guard, 6'4", number 9, Derek White. At the center position, standing 7'2", number 8, Kristaps Porzingis.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McCarrier. Then it's MP. Then it's Randy. And it's Bassey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Celtics, Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. And both teams here love to get out and run the floor.
Oh, yeah, this pace is going to be incredible. Our heads will literally be on swivel tonight, Kevin, and we're going to see a lot of plays in transition and maybe a lot of turnovers as well.
Well, we're buckled in either way. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ballgame. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Tatum. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And as we march through the end of March, a chance now to look through the power rankings. You look at the Celtics. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Timberwolves, they're just taking it one game at a time, dismantling each opponent along the way as they were predicted to do.
Now Randall, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Back to Randall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. The pass to Edwards. McDaniels against Brown. The three from MP. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here. Tatum kicks to Howard. Pass to White. Outside, Porzingis frames it from beyond the arc.
Well, at center, Porzingis gives you a true three-level score. That's why he's so valuable offensively.
Now, here's McDaniels. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. The rebound by the Celtics. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
Yeah, real disappointment last year
Number
for sure.
11.
They don't want a repeat of that this season.
A fantastic decision-making bid. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Tatum, that's for 2. A new 14 for Boston. Porzingis can't hit.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Julius Randle.
The defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Tries again. Shooting
Boston
foul as the
foul.
whistle blows.
Jason Tatum. First personal
Goes
foul.
on Jason Tatum.
First team foul.
One thing you have to admire
Shooting
about
from Minnesota.
Randall is his hunger
Julius
to get
Randle
better. He is a
at
real
the line
leader
for 2.
who leads by example.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Randall.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Outside, White. Back to Brown. Drives to the hoop. And finish off by Brown.
Hey, Brown can sky with the best of them. Terrific athlete.
Holiday against MP. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics trail by 3. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Aaron, number 11.
Well, excellent read there by
Assist
Edwards. He
goes
saw
to
someone had a better
Anthony
shot,
Edwards.
and he got them the ball.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Tatum against Randall. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Bucket is good. Porzingis is got 5.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
MP kicks to McDaniels. Back to MP. And it's in there.
Number 11.
He's got 6.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Celtics trail by 5. Brown dishes to Tatum. Again, the Celtics get for 2.
Well, with his dribble moves, Tatum will get where he needs to go, and he's an outstanding finisher.
A 3 from MP. Good. Another from 3.
Up the ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him as they have all season long.
And GA, with his performance, he is now tied for second for most threes in a season. Here's Holiday. Got a hand on it. Holiday against MP. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That foul's on Holiday.
Second team foul.
Even from over here, you can see
At the line for the Timberwolves.
Stan, what are you keeping your eye on here as we go down the stretch of the season?
Well, I like the battle for playoff positioning and seeding. I think home court is really, really important, especially, Kevin, and you've done a lot of them. When you get to Game 7 in a series, you want that on your home court.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Offensively, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Here's Trent. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
To the middle. And MP with the basket on the assist from Dillingham.
Assisted by
And it's 13 points for MP. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Pritchard. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Stan, as you know, in past years, Pritchard had always wanted us starting. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
Both good from the line that time.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's MP. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Pritchard. Dillingham with the rebound. The 3 from MP. And again for 3.
Number 11.
And that three-pointer pushes him further up the all-time ladder.
He does indeed, Greg, and the next mark on his list is the top spot. What a season to remember. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Minnesota leading by 11. MP passes to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Assisted.
We're
Number
seeing
11.
fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Davison. And stolen by Dillingham. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high of field goal percentage.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Drops in the breakaway layup. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force them.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they capitalize in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Now call the Celtics.
Almost got it. Give it up. Rim protection. Top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
To halt the run. Davison's shot's good.
Davison.
Now Dillingham. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. MB finds Gobert. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
For Boston, the last game a loss to the Thunder. And that one is clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
First
Boston shooting their third and fourth free throw shots tonight. That one is off.
2.
Substitution on the court.
Rebound by the Celtics. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stand on the floor.
From Jason Tatum.
Yeah, look, it's really hard to win a game being one-dimensional. It can be done, but it doesn't happen very often.
The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. On the clock. Edwards kicks to MP. The Timberwolves again can hit.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Look, you know coming in that Holiday is aggressive. He will try to force you to bend to his will.
McDaniels finds MP. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That falls on Holiday. So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways. The players have gotten better. Bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger.
Number 11.
It really is.
Assist
and with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Nets put on his show. He finished with 59 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor for the team. He ended up with a stat line he was no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And it's White missing.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Here's Bassett. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. McDaniels against Brown. On the wing, Holiday. Second chance effort. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that will conclude this long 7-game road trip. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
White, good.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
To Bassey. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
The assist, number 11.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. They trail by 9 points. Outside, White. Back to Brown. No good on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's MP. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Tatum's shot is off.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without
Randall.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Ray Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hard-working. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Okogie's checked in for Minnesota.
Well, White is such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team-level player. He checks a lot of boxes.
They grabbed their own miss. Tatum passes to Porzingis. From down in the corner. And that's now 9 points for Porzingis.
Superb concentration by Porzingis. Good at staying under control and pushing through the contact. Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And you watch Jason Tatum. He is
second personal foul. Second team foul.
The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Celtics have shot 5 of 6 in the foul line tonight. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of
number 11. Assist goes to Jaden McDaniels.
Here's White. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Now here's Tatum. They trail by 7. Porzingis can't hit. MP looking it over. From deep. The rebound by the Celtics. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's White, and White slams it in.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax signing for that.
Once again for Celtics.
Substitutions and watching for the first 2 quarters as we reach the first half. Minnesota on top. They're up by 3. And don't go away after the break.
The Timberwolves 57.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Then it's Randall. Then it's MP. And it's Bassey in its center. Pocket 6. Here's Holiday. And the rejection by MP. Here's McDaniels. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniel.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Celtics trail by 5. Brown outside. And McDaniels with the block.
McDaniels is such a disruptive defender. Inside, outside, he's a pest everywhere.
White kicks to Tatum. Tatum interception. And they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter. Here's MP. Second shot opportunity. And that one's good. Bassey's got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Holiday. Out to Porzingis. 3-pointer. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter. Outside Holiday. Celtics passing it around. White against Edwards. Out to Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. It's Brown with the drive. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And it's White missing. Timberwolves leading by 4. MP, that's for 2. Offensive rebound. Bassey. Nice D from Porzingis. That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup. Here's Tatum. Porzingis trying to get free. No good with the layup. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. MP, no good. Austin's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. That one's good from the corner. Yeah, and as his career has progressed, Holiday has gotten more comfortable in those catch-and-shoot situations. Minnesota calls time. Big round of applause. The coaches go to the quarter on new strategy. Players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the back.
Out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Derek White.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Brown the pass to Tatum. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
And the basket by MP.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of it.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's MP. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Here's White. Great D that time from Edwards. The 3 from MP. Rebound Boston.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defense.
Number 11.
That one falls.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. MP's really making a difference here.
And he is absolutely dialed in.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics.
When he's lining up those threes.
Zubac is checked in for Porzingis. Trent comes in for White, and it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. And the Celtics win possession here. It's a 10-point game. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
MP, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Brown. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
MP left side. He can't get that one to fall. Boston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 and 6.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to...
So it's the Celtics now. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Sinks that one from the post. Holiday's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
Finishing strong inside. Holiday doesn't want to waste a quality look.
MP, no good. The Celtics shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Brown inside. Edwards defending. Randall against Tatum. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Brown. Over Edwards. At the line by Boston. Yep, that one goes. And now a 12-point Boston lead.
Well, just by hitting the offensive glass, Porzingis can pick up a lot of extra points.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one's good. MP.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Randall against Tatum. Passes it to White. Tatum kicks to White. On the wing, Holiday. From 17 feet out as he pulls it in.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the ball.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers in Portland. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And he sinks the second. Celtics leading by 8. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. The kick out to Tatum. And stolen by MP. Here's Randall. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Second personal foul.
Naturally strong. We've seen more
The
than one
line for the
defender
Timberwolves.
sort of just
Julius
bounce off
Randle.
He's used to it.
The line for one.
That free throw good from Randle. Celtics have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Randle against Tatum. White looking around. And the pass to Porzingis. Pulls it up. Boston again missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Randle.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And the shot goes in. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
What a move by Holiday, using the dribble to free himself up.
Over to the wing. McDaniels passes to Messi. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels. Celtics leading by 5. Outside Tatum. Whistle blows, bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
The pure skill and agility of Tatum on full display. To be able to beat the foul and still get his bucket.
And that one falls for Tatum. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's MP. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Holiday. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Force him to the line.
Shooting from
And a
Minnesota.
moment to look at the scoring
Number
approach
11.
in terms of where the
Taking
points are
2
coming
shots.
from for the Celtics.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Round the pass to Porzingis. Fades. As he pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 6. To the paint, and now Randle pushing it up, and no one can stop him.
And this
assisted
offensive
number
explosion
11.
has narrowed the gap.
Brown outside. Back to Holiday. Knocked away. Stolen by McDaniels. They push it up 4 on 3. And that one's good. Bessie. Now this is point. Boston lead.
Number 11.
They definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
Holiday finds Porzingis. Basket counts. 13 points for Porzingis.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Edwards passes to Randle. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Offensive rebound. Bassie. Nice D from Porzingis. Celtics leading by 4. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Bassie, the pass to MP. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
Number 11.
MP's got 42 in the game.
Just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
Now here's White. Minnesota with the rebound. Bassie's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And MP moves it down hard.
Assisted
Guys,
by
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Round the pass to Porzingis. Over MP. Boston, no good that time either. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Here's Randall. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. The kick out to Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Brown does a nice job of staying ready and making himself a weapon off of the ball.
A nice shot by MP. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the fourth. Inside Holiday, Minnesota with the rebound. MP with it. He's picked up by White. Edwards against Holiday. Edwards, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Holiday, the pass to Brown. Back to Holiday. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. There's the dish to Holiday. That shot is off. Great D that time from Edwards. On the wing, MP. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And the Timberwolves making a change
to the lineup for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert.
McDaniels against Brown. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got 8 rebounds in this game. And he throws it down.
Assist from Jaden McDaniels.
On it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Pass to White. Here's Tatum. Brown outside. Looking to get it going. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's Randall.
Julius Randall.
MP's got his 8th assist here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here the Celtics decide to talk it over. MP really making a difference here.
Well, as a coach, you have to make adjustments to put a stop to all the damage he's doing. The way they defended him is not cutting.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Brown outside. .149 left in the fourth quarter. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got 6 rebounds here tonight. And there's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Brown feeling out of it. Hit him down low. Over on him. Busted. No good that time either. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 19-5 run. Kicks it out to MP. The offensive rebound. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And slammed down by Gobert.
Well, it's like Gobert's got magnets in his hands. He's led the league in rebounding before in his career.
Bounce pass from Tatum. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Huge points from Porzingis. With his massive size, I like going to
Minnesota calls timeout. They're up by 6.
Give it up.
59 seconds left in the game.
To get up out of your seats and get loud.
Tatum against Randall. McDaniels dishes to Randall. Here's MP.
What a swat by the big man Porzingis. You always have to be careful shooting when he's lurking.
Here's Tatum. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Boston
Randle got the
foul.
ball here for Minnesota.
Holiday.
17 points was their biggest margin.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Edwards drawing the double team. And now they decide to foul intentional.
Derek White. 3rd personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting from Minnesota. Anthony Edwards.
Minnesota calls timeout.
2 shots.
They're in front by 6.
Timeout.
30 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth dance team. Celtics Entertainment, let them hear it.
Shoot 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, you know, Anthony Edwards has one of the highest motors we've seen. His relentlessness throughout the length of the game is just exceptional. He wears out the entire opposing team.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Randle passes to MP. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. 53 points for MP.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily.
The end of the
They
game.
came in here and took care of business like they
Thank you,
were the
fans,
home
for being a
team.
part of tonight's game. We wish you a safe journey home and hope to see you again soon.
By the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Good. Yeah, that's good. Had to do it to him, yeah, had to do it to him. Hey, woo woo.
You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake. Shout out to the Shake Squad and shout out to the Rise community. Shout out to everybody playing NBA 2K25. I want you to have a fun and safe summer. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you guys out there in the city.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Bashford reporting live from 2K TV, man. This summer, I want you to get out there, have fun, ball out till you can't ball no more. My one tip is, man, try something new. Promise you, you're going to enjoy yourself. Hey, and don't forget, make sure you're out there splashing, all right? Get out there and splash, man.
What's going on, everyone? It's your girl, Naomi. Continue to bring all that positive energy. Continue to have a great time this.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brett Perry, this is Kevin Harlan, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Dillingham is out there with MP. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Randall. And it's Bassey in at the 5 spot. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Finley, Avdia out there at Williams. Then it's Henderson. And it's Kamare in at the 3. And on paper break, this might seem like a potential blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
The shot is good.
This many errors, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
And that one's good. MP. Now Finley. He pulls it in. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Bassey. Here's MP. Can't get it to fall. He's missed the second after making his first. Avdia against Randall. Avdia can't hit. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. MP inside. Henderson defending. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Finley. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Portland with the ball. After the miss from MP. Over MP. Portland again missing.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
He makes that one drop only a second and 5 tries.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Minnesota foul. Charles Bassey. First personal foul.
Shooting their first free throws here for the
team foul.
And they've done some really nice
at
work
the line for your Trailblazers.
Down
Henderson.
Well, Scoot's got
Taking
great
2
upside,
shots.
but the next step for him, the evident one here, is just shooting higher percentages and scoring with more consistency.
Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The Bad Boy Pistons, and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
And here's Avdia after the three-pointer from MP. He's to Kamare. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Trailblazers foul. Henderson.
First personal free throws of the game.
Team foul.
And 75% on the
At
season
the line
as
for
a
the Timberwolves.
from the free throw line.
Number 11. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for MP. Trailblazers trail by 6. Henderson passes to Williams. Here's Finley, covered by MP. The shot, no good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Finley, looking to end the run. It's hauled in by Edwards.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
MP outside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Henderson fires for three. Portland again missing.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Avdia, Anthony Edwards making his last shot. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Finley. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. The shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with the good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
Aiden Sharp's checked in for Portland, and Fernie Simons comes in for Henderson.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And here's MP for three. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue this.
Great job of seeing the floor and a nice dish from Simons there.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans. And here's MP for three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his fourth one down in this one. Right side, Simon. Pass to Kamare. Pass to Sharp. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point line.
Nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's lane.
MP outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. MP's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Timberwolves. Pass to Sharp. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor. He told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Sharp, the pass to Simons. Edwards against Avdia. Here's Kamara. And the Trailblazers another three.
Good setup. Avdia, he's got such a good feel for the game.
Timberwolves first of the game for Minnesota. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
They're going out now. The offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get.
So Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Finley out there with Avdia. And it's clinging in at the 5 down low. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Henderson against MP. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
Remains Portland ball.
Portland with the ball, trailing by 17.
Excellent defense. Okogie taking pride in being a nuisance on this end.
We know, Brett, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA, and Shaedon Sharpe took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. He was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game, and then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
Here's Finley. No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Minnesota leading by 17. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Celtics looked like he was on a mission. He scored 53 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the three ball. Really worked hard in that game, put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Personal foul. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. MP. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Personal foul.
How about battling through the
At the line
impact
for the
there,
Timberwolves.
building that basketball in.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. See if that maintains.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
Pass to Klingon. Oh boy, contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Brett, one thing we've seen these days, three-point variance. Can you explain?
At the line for your Trailblazers.
Who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
And there's the pass to Okogie. And here's MP for three. The Trailblazers pull it in. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, their defense wasn't exactly solid in that game. So if they could make up for mistakes by causing some turnovers, it might have helped. They didn't even get those.
Dishes it to Randall. Good.
Julius Randall
goes to MP.
Assisted by
Randall's got his first basket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Henderson. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Sunday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Older type of player. Henderson fighting to the nail.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And Portland making a change here. Williams is checked in. MP inside. He's guarded by Finley. Missed inside.
And the Strokes definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And good that time. Finley's got his second bucket of the night.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
He kicks it to Henderson. Going inside. Julius Randall with the rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right, just not playing their best.
quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at Minnesota. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And when you look at Portland, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
And you have to wonder just how different this team will look next season, from players to possibly
Julius
coaches,
Randle.
maybe every level of the organization.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Henderson, and then Henderson with the jam.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
MP passes to Bessie. Back to MP. Edwards looking it over. Out left to the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Randall. Finley with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded.
Fourth personal foul.
Yeah, that happens. The important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that. Cost you another play.
The Timberwolves shoot their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one drops. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Boy, Simon's athleticism, so quick off the floor.
On the wing, MP. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists in the game. Simons kicks to Finley. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to MP. Back to Edwards. On the wing, MP. Covered by Simon. And that one's good. Bessie.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Avdia against MP. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. Off target with the open look.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum.
Let him hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazer dancer.
Gobert's checking for Minnesota.
Your Blazers Youth Dance Team.
Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Timberwolves, #1.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
A nice shot by Simons.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Here's MP. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short.
Really nice to get that win on the road. No team ever happy with the loss. Put up a good fight. They had nothing to hang their heads on after that one. Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
He dishes it to Avdia, and the officials will call the illegal
screen violation.
Had a chance to look at
Minnesota
stats
ball.
for Denny Avdia. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. Averaging about 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Right with Avdia, there's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Kevin Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19.
Rui
He's paid
Hachimura.
his dues,
First
working his way up from the
foul.
end of the bench to a
Fourth
starting
team
role.
foul.
Coach Chauncey Billups says
At
he
the
just
line
believes
for
he's one
Portland.
of the best players in the
Kamara.
NBA. And
Taking 2
confidence
shots.
is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. Shaden Sharp's checked in for Portland. MP outside. We've got 1:48 left here in the second. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Trailblazers trail by 21. Sharp on the wing. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards got 6 rebounds in the game. Rebounded by Kamara. Kamara's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now, here's Sharp. He started closer. Good work there as it goes. Sharp's got 5 points so far. Minnesota leading by 19 points. Kicks it to MP. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Kamara. The Trailblazers shooting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. And it's Sharp missing.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
The Trailblazers shooting at 36% of the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Back to Simons. Here's Ayton, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The 3 from MP. Hands it from downtown. MP's got 30 points.
Well, Hachimura not known as a playmaker, but unselfish play. That is part of his game.
3-pointers, Simon. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And the rejection by Ayton. Back to MP. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Minnesota taking a 19-point lead into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. They've got Dillingham. Randall out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's MP. And it's Bassey in at the 5, roaming the paint. His first shot coming late. And Williams with the nice bucket inside. Williams has got his first points of the night. Pass to MP. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Edwards against Simon. He gets that one.
That's what you want, Williams putting it up. Foul line down.
Minnesota leading by 17. Here's MP. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Kamara. Edwards defending. He's going to get whistled for that foul. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
Now on the floor for your Trailblazers.
It's a foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Henderson's checked in for Anthony Simons. Down low, here's Finley, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Recognition from the big man Williams, solid at realizing when the D has overcommitted.
Mr. Randall. And here is MP. Finley with the rebound.
That's one for the first 4 to start the second half.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And when he is healthy, Williams is an important piece on this team, mainly due to that defense and rebound.
This has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
MP looking around. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Portland. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. So they foul intentionally.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Hachimura. He's got 5. And there's a call on DeAndre. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul.
Minnesota calls
Third team
timeout.
foul. Timberwolves timeout call. We have a bunch of t-shirts to give away, and we're looking for the loudest fans in the building.
Now we can take a look at MP. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in scoring, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Comes up empty down low. Out to Edwards. Goes back up. 6 to shoot. And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got his 3rd basket of the night. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 17-point game. The pass to Henderson. And that's an intentional foul. And a moment here to take a look at the score breakdown of the Timberwolves.
Starting. And guys, how about the unselfishness?
At the line for
and all
Portland,
about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
They've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up the mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
The first one falls.
And maybe he's starting to find his form at the line. He certainly had his share of chances.
Timberwolves leading by 15. Passes to Hachimura. Back to MP. No good from outside.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach. And he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Minnesota calls timeout.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Tonight with a and maintaining a good defensive position.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Julius Randle.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy.
And that's
to
the
come
end of the
into an
game.
opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says I
been a
think
great
an
time.
awful lot
We
about
hope
this
you
team.
enjoyed yourself. Have a good evening. And come back and see us again really soon.
Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin.